I've got so many plants. If you saw my last video, and I was going to call it March Developments, and I went, March Developments? No, 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 this is a paradise. This is an urban garden paradise, and that's what I call that video. I might have been bragging a little bit, but that's the way I feel when I look at all of those images. And since that video, my Cape gooseberry has exploded, my amaryllis exploded. There is even more color, more variety, and more plants growing now than even in that video, which I did last week. These are dill seedlings, and what I need to do is thin them out because dill gets very big, but you see when they start out, there's a whole bunch of them together, especially if you just scatter the seeds like I did. This is the Pekin pepper, and it's starting to bud out, but you can see it still suffers from whatever that disease is, so I don't know how it's going to do. I got parsley that's getting ready to bolt. I need to use that in my juice. Got a lot of parsley in here. More parsley down here. Here are a few of the Sweet Annie. 1, 2, there's 3 or 4 in this one pot alone. So what needs to happen is I need to take this succulent out of this and replant these, because these can get 6 feet tall. This is Sweet Annie, this is Sweet Annie, this is, all of these are. It self-seeds wonderfully, but because the seeds are so tiny, it's not that easy to start from seed. Now I did throw some dill seeds all over the place, so this might be dill that's growing up in this alyssum, and this is that volunteer pepper, which is looking halfway decent. And then just since Eric completely cleaned off the rose plant, it's totally leafed out just in a month. And the salvia is blooming. It's just a matter of time before it gets covered in mildew though. Okay, these are aphids on my daikon radish seed pods. So what needs to happen is I need to harvest anything that's good and pull all of this stuff out. These may be too big to eat now. Oh shoot, Kay, come on. Yeah, they're woody now. My miner's lettuce bolted, and I didn't even eat any. Forgot about it. Very happy to see my comfrey come back, at least on this side of the parkway. This is a drought-tolerant California native, and it's starting to bloom again. My caper plant survived here and here. Oh wait, is that the same thing? Yeah, I think so. And these are the wonderful flowers, the seeds I got in England. And they came back. I didn't plant them again. Oh, they're so pretty. I love these. Okay, we better get to work. One thing Eric does every week, and you've seen me film him doing this, is check on the worms and feed them the kitchen scraps. This is oxalis, which is beautiful if you keep it in a pot, but it can completely invade your garden. So I'm going to try to get that out. You've got to dig deep because the stems are very delicate, but the root is tenacious. There's the root, see? These break off really easily, so unless you get below this, you're not going to get it out. And there's another one right here. Not sure I got that one. Oh yeah, I did. Yep.
look what I found in the hole. And it's not going to make it. Terrible aim. Okay. Now, this is looking pretty moldy. Wow. But look at these worms. Very soon I'm going to do a video on how to make these and get them going. These are the biggest, slimiest worms you've ever seen. Okay. I'm going to put some paper in here. That might help a little. This is recycled paper towel that's been used once. And whatever else. Smells pretty bad. I have 2 of these worm bins. And I'm going to kind of cover that up with paper towel. There you go. Okay. All right. And then when Eric comes back, we're going to harvest some worms and put them in the containers. Okay. I just wanted to show you the progress on my apples. Look at this. And then 2 on this branch down here. 2 more. So exciting. This is my first apple ever in my entire life that I've grown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some over here. I need to thin those out though. Jack at Epic Yard Farms said you should only have no more than 2 apples on a branch. So I'm cutting off this little one, leaving those 2. And back here, there's 4, so I'm taking off the 2 smallest ones. Let's see. This branch has 3. Okay. This branch has 4. Let me take off that one. And wait, this is actually a separate branch. And there's 2 on here. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so I'm going to plant one more thing. And I know you can hardly see me. But there is an open space right here. Only because the fig leaves haven't all popped out yet. But I have this what is it called? Shiku eggplant that I got at Home Depot. And it needs to be taken out of here. It's actually 2 plants, but once again the stem is together. But I'm going to plant it right here and hope that it gets big enough to get some sun before this all gets leafed out. It's the only open spot I have, so this is going to get bigger, and I think what I'm going to do is take out this carnation, which is kind of on its last legs. It's got a few more blooms, but I can stick it in a pot like I had before and put my eggplant right here, right between 2 Oyas. This spot is practically ready to go, so I'm just going to finish the last of my nutrition. And there's a big worm right there. Whoa. Whoa.
I just kept deadheading these carnations and they just kept blooming since last December, really. Well, there's a whole lot more to do in the garden, but I'm going to stop here. When I can get Eric back over here, I'm sure we'll have a lot more fun and get a lot more done. Thanks so much for watching this channel and liking the videos, sharing them with your friends. You can support this channel by becoming a patron, using my Amazon link in the description below, and most especially by sharing it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.
If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.